Why is it that the best thing that can happen to an artist's legacy is their death?
Well-known rapper and producer Mac Miller, who is a longtime boyfriend of Ariana Grande, was found dead today. TMZ reporting from an apparent overdose.
20-year-old XXXTentacion killed in an apparent robbery.
A rap star on the rise killed during a violent home invasion in the Hollywood Hills this morning.
I don't got a reason to lie. They gave me the key to the sky.
Hip-hop is huge. I'm a huge fan of the genre, and its influence is everywhere. Pop culture, fashion, and even slang. The genre's artists are icons: Drake, Eminem, Kendrick, J. Cole, Mac Miller, and so many more, each creating impressive bodies of work. But how much of their fame is actually because of their deaths? The date is August 2018. Mac Miller has just released his 5th studio album, Swimming, with song titles like Hurt Feelings and What's the Use, and lyrics like these.
Everybody saying I need rehab, cause I'm speeding with a blindfold on. It won't be long until they watching me crash. All the nights I'm losing sleep, it was all a dream. There was a time that I believed that, but white lines be numbing them dark times. The pills that I'm popping, I need to man up. Admit it's a problem, I need to wake up. Before one morning I don't wake up.
It was clear that he was going through a rough patch in life, and he had an unhealthy relationship with substances. 4 weeks later, Mac Miller was pronounced dead in his LA home from an overdose. The morbid thing is, his death cemented his legacy. It legitimized his music and was one of the best things that happened to his career. His streams exploded in the weeks following his death, up to 950%. Was this new album really that good? Maybe, or maybe, it's just our society's obsession with death. In every art medium, humans show a natural curiosity towards death and the end of life. From plays like Romeo and Juliet by Shakespeare, art pieces like Inconsolable Grief by Kramsikoy, to this Mac Miller album, Swimming. What I found to be even stranger was the sudden outpouring of love and appreciation for Miller, not just from his fans, but also from his fellow musicians. Clearly, Mac was very well liked. Where was the support when he needed it most? The pain was clear, but the support, the love, the fame, it all came too late. In a weird way, dying gave Mac's music validity. It was authentic. His songs were more real. If Tupac and Biggie were still alive, would they still be called the greatest? If Van Gogh sold his paintings while alive,
would he have died in obscurity? If Requiem was Mozart's last piece, would it still be his most celebrated?
Unfortunately, death immortalizes you. People find it entertaining. But there's one common theme throughout all of this. The paintings, the music, the books. Pain. People are able to heavily relate with pain. And honestly, that's what makes music, the books, the paintings sell. That's what establishes the connection between the viewer and between the art. Pain is one of the strongest emotions out there, so it's no wonder that every major art form incorporates it in some way. Now that we know how people react to an artist's death, what do the labels do? You have to keep in mind that major musicians are a huge source of income for these labels. As horrific as it sounds, an artist dying early means a major loss for a label. That's where we see so many labels distastefully push unfinished and unpolished music posthumously from artists. Juice WRLD and X are a perfect example of this. Juice WRLD released more music from the grave than he did while he was alive, and frankly, most fans prefer music released before his death. Looking at this chart, we can actually see that a bulk of Juice WRLD streams came after his death, and we can also see comparisons between posthumous streams and streams while the artists were still alive. Not only does this have the opposite effect on an artist's legacy, it just goes to show how much corporate greed really disregards human life. A company would rather push out as much music as they can posthumously just to milk an individual rather than respecting their family's wishes and allowing them to rest in peace. In this regard, Mac Miller is actually an outlier. He released only 2 albums following his death, Faces and Circles. Circles was actually nearly complete at the time of his death, and Faces was a collection of unreleased songs. His family was directly involved in every step of the process, and they were happy to see how much this new music meant to his fans. At the end of the day, music is just another art form, and it's another form of expression for the artist. But in a weird, twisted way, the artist's problems bring them profit. If you get rewarded for your mistakes, were they really ever wrong?
Why would I need to? So much of this world is above us, baby. They might tell you that I went crazy. I'm just trying to reach you.